Hello everyone, I am Alpana Dev and you are listening to Mother's Gurukul podcast, a place where I talk about various aspects of parenting and share my tips and tricks to make your parenting journey smooth and beautiful. I also talk about some motivational topics that will make your life easy. So let's learn together, let's grow together at Mother's Gurukul podcast. In the previous episode, we talked about why we need boundaries in the first place. Just a recap of that episode, then boundaries are for our good. And to make the external boundaries strong, we need to make our internal boundaries clear and robust. It is good to be a crowd pleaser, but not on the cost of compromising with our self-respect or preferences. So, how to define boundaries and handle its consequences? Yes, I said consequences because when we implement internal and external boundaries, it will come as a surprise to the people around us because they have never seen this side of ours. Initially, they may not take it seriously. So, how to handle all these tantrums or all these consequences that are coming our way? We first need to understand that we are not creating a wall between us and the outside world by setting boundaries. Boundaries are required so that we do not lose our sanity with unnecessary interventions by uninvited guests. Creating healthy boundaries is empowering. Boundaries cannot be too rigid. They should give enough room for every relationship to grow, bloom, and flourish without letting others down. Here is a quote given by Terry Cole. He says, "At first, you will probably feel selfish, guilty, and embarrassed when you set a boundary. Do it anyway and tell yourself you have a right to self-care. Setting boundaries takes practice and determination. Don't let anxiety or low self-esteem prevent from taking care of yourself." So let's see the type of boundaries and then see how to define them. So there are 5 types of boundaries: physical, sexual, intellectual, emotional, and financial. Let's start with physical. This refers to your personal space, your privacy, and your body. You might be comfortable with public displays of affection, or you might be someone who prefers not to be touched in public. Second is sexual boundaries. These are your expectations concerning intimacy. Sexual comments and touches might be uncomfortable for you. Intellectual boundaries. These boundaries concern your thoughts and beliefs. Intellectual boundaries are not respected when someone disrespects another person's ideas and opinions. Emotional boundaries. This refers to a person's feelings. You might not feel comfortable sharing your feelings about everything with a partner or with a friend. Instead, you take time to open up. And last is financial boundaries. This one, as you guessed, it is all about money. If you like to save or to spend, it is your decision. You don't have to give explanation to anyone about it. If you want to read about setting emotional boundaries in relationships, then there is one very suitable article on roadtogrowthcounseling.com. I will share the link of this article in the show notes. You can refer to it, and if you want to read it, you can do that. So let's move on to how to set boundaries and handle the follow-up consequences. First is identify and self-reflect. Once you identify these boundaries, think about why they matter to you. What do they add up to your life? How do they affect your current well-being, personal and professional life, and emotional well-being as well? Start small. If you don't have many boundaries, then take your time to evaluate and take baby steps. Don't overanalyze. Keep in mind that boundaries are not to put you under pressure. Instead, they are to take some pressure off your shoulders. Once you have identified, did the self-reflection, now is when to start setting up or define these boundaries. So, set them early. Once you identified them, it is necessary not to wait too long. Sometimes setting up boundaries is tricky due to the pre-existing relationship. But the longer you wait, the more challenging it will get. So once you have identified it, set it then and there. Now, once you have identified it, you did a self-reflection, you're almost there to put it into practice. How people are going to know about it? You need to communicate. How are others going to understand the change of behavior you expect from them? So communicate your expectations to them. Communication is critical in the world of boundaries, especially if someone consistently oversteps yours. You don't have to be confrontational, but be clear about your expectations. Crystal Andrus decoded this in his words. He says, "Do not justify, apologize for, or rationalize the healthy boundaries you are setting. Do not argue. Just set the boundaries calmly, firmly, clearly, and respectfully." I'm going to repeat it because this is a very, very important quote. Do not justify, apologize for, or rationalize the healthy boundaries you are setting. Do not argue. Just set the boundary calmly, firmly, clearly, and respectfully. Now, consistency is the key. So be consistent. We often take it easy when it comes to our close friends or relatives. Boundaries can neither be too rigid nor too loose. They should be strong enough to make the other person know about them. And this is only possible when you are consistent about your words. Letting boundaries slide can lead to confusion and encourage new expectations and demands among those around you. Now you communicated it, you are very consistent about it, but this is something very new, very surprising to the people around you, and they are not wholeheartedly ready to accept it, or should I say they're not able to digest this change. So how to handle the consequences that are going to come along your way? It may come as a surprise to others when they see you talking openly, strictly about boundaries or your expectations from them. Not everyone will appreciate it or accept it. Does it mean that you have done anything wrong? Is that the end of your relationship? Will you ever be able to gain their trust? These questions are obvious to bother you. The answer to all these is no. You haven't done anything wrong, but you have shown a strong side of your personality. You stood for yourself, and now there is no looking back. What can you do to handle these consequences then? Change your perspective. Overthinking boundaries can affect your mental health. It is good to engage ourselves in something productive, getting in touch with positive people, have some alone time. All this will help you stay calm, declutter, and detox your mind. When you understand how to set and maintain healthy boundaries, you can avoid the feelings of resentment, disappointment, and anger that build up when limits have been pushed. By recognizing the need to set and enforce limits, you protect your self-esteem, maintain self-respect, and enjoy healthy relationships. So, start today. Start now. Good luck with that. If you like today's episode and if you want to check out what all is there on Mother's Gurukul podcast, then don't forget to check out other episodes on this show. And I would love to know your feedback. If you are joining me for the first time, then thank you for tuning in. And yes, do subscribe to the channel. If you are listening to this podcast on iTunes, then I request you to give your rating and reviews. And I would love to know what all you want on Mother's Gurukul podcast. Please feel free to reach out to me through my social media handles, Alpana_Dev on Twitter, Alpana Bapat on Instagram, and Mother's Gurukul on Facebook. You can also email me at mothersgurukulpodcast@gmail.com. And if you would like to check out some parenting articles, then you can follow my blog www.mothersgurukul.com. So I will see you soon with another interesting topic on Mother's Gurukul podcast. Till then, stay blessed, stay happy. Bye-bye.